fundraiser. Welcome to all of you here at Keystone Church in Seattle, to those of you on Zoom. I'm Susan Clark. The music of the Seattle Labor Chorus celebrates working people and honors their ongoing struggle for justice.
I'm Lauren Van Wormer. We, the Seattle Labor Chorus, live, work, and sing on the ancestral lands and waters of the Coast Salish Indigenous peoples, including the Duwamish, Suquamish, Muckleshoot, and their kin from neighboring communities. We wish to honor and express our gratitude to the land itself and these first peoples who have and continue to steward this land. We are so excited to be emerging in our cautious, still masked way into a changing and activated world. Though we have not been dormant these past few years, we've held hybrid rehearsals, and now we're holding this hybrid concert.
Our theme of Workers on the Rise was inspired by the continued resurgence and militancy of labor power that we've seen around the country with Starbucks and Amazon workers. In these last few weeks, with the action of school service employees, members of the Service Employees International Union, SEIU, in Los Angeles. Unite Here, locally, local 8 workers in the cafeterias at Meta have been marching and holding rallies. And just today, the Teamsters action against Cisco spread from Indiana to California.
And for those of you who love data, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that strike activity nationwide has increased 50% in the last year. Workers are joining together to understand more than ever the power of their labor and therefore in the power of withholding it. To continue to sing at those strikes and actions, we need funds to continue operating. But good news, our auction has generated more than our goal. We set out to raise $4,000, and the auction has raised over $5,700. Many thanks to those of you who purchased items in our auction. You can pick up your items and settle up if you need to in the basement room of the church. We also do have a few goodies that did not have winners downstairs, so if you'd like to make a donation of any amount to win one of these auction items, we accept cash, checks, credit, and debit cards.
All downstairs. We'll start the singing tonight with one of our favorite songs, Organize. Organize has been put together from several sources, different components. The tune is based on an African-American spiritual. There are words from several sources, including, and if you know this phrase, say it with me, our own Lou Truscott.
And then our following song is Rise as One by Joe Jinks, which tells the story of school employees striking, members of the Ohio Association of Public School Employees, Local 419. It's an inspiring story of solidarity and the importance of community support. Our 2 soloists telling this story are Michael Laslett and Shanna Matthews.
Organize, don't stop till you get it done.
Your voices, Shanna and Michael, your voices just blend so well and go together so well. And thanks to Dan Roberts for playing guitar. We didn't even credit him. Now, you may have noticed on your beautiful printed programs that we have given you 2 QR codes to use with your cell phone, which of course you will do very quietly and not let your cell phone speak to anyone. One of those QR codes you can use to give us a donation, which we will greatly appreciate, because your donations are essential to keeping this chorus singing in good standing. We are dues-paying members, but we still need your help to pay our operating expenses, including fair wages for the amazing work of our director and administrator.
Woo! Yeah. The other QR code will give you the lyrics to the songs that we're singing tonight. We think these lyrics are powerful and you may want to look at them, but again, this isn't so that you can sing along tonight. We're looking forward to doing our sing-along another year very soon, but not right now. It's an unnecessary risk that we are just not willing to take. So please don't sing along. As Susan already mentioned, please do turn off your cell phones and keep them quiet.
Now, many of you know the origin story of the Seattle Labor Chorus, that in 1997, Pete Seeger agreed to sing in the Folklife Festival if he could have a labor chorus to sing with. And I know we have some of the people in the chorus and in this audience and on Zoom who sang with Pete in that founding concert. If you are one of those people, if you were there, please raise your hand. Yes. And I think most of us know too that just starting something doesn't sort of get it to run for 26 years all by itself. It has taken a lot of devoted work and energy for the Seattle Labor Chorus to have survived and thrived for these 26 years so far. And it took the devotion of lots of people. But one of the most prominent, and possibly the most persistent, is the longtime director, Janet Stecker. Yeah. Yes, by all means, come on up, but I have a little more to say. Janet's energy, her contacts in the labor community and citywide, her musicality, her imagination, and sometimes her ferocity are an important part of why we're still here singing. And Janet, would you like to say a few words?
As a matter of fact. Thank you. All right, so let's just a few of the things that have come up so far tonight to see how far we've come. A QR code, really. Singing off of a tablet. All right. So what I want to say is how incredibly proud and joyous and fulfilled I am, how it feels to what you all have contributed to this movement, to this community, to you all, so that there's this reciprocity. You know, sometimes we think about solidarity like light, you know, sometimes it's a particle and sometimes it's a wave, sometimes it's an individual and sometimes it's community. And the chorus so represents all the aspects of solidarity. And when I left a few years ago, 3.5, almost 4, and thinking, I just want to do nothing for a really long time. I didn't know that COVID was going to like sort of support that along the way. I am so happy it was not me at the helm of this organization, and so thrilled what Miriam has done through such duress, but even besides that, you would have flown to Pluto. We only made it to Mars, right? So, you guys sound so awesome. And now to this fulfillment of, we've been holding the line all this time, and finally the movement caught up. We are organizing, and it's great. So my blessings on you all, and thanks for inviting me.
so much, Janet. Solidarity is like light. I'm going to really remember that one. So our next song was written by John Frommer, who is an award-winning TV producer, as well as a musician and champion of labor rights, civil rights, and human rights. John's music showed his deep compassion as well as enthusiastic musicality. And We Do the Work, our next song, is a proud and joyous celebration of the ways working people contribute to society. The first soloist on We Do the Work is longtime chorus member Sue Moser, followed by Michael Laslett and my partner MC, Susan Clark. The second song is one that may sound familiar to you all organized by one of our favorite songwriters and labor educators, Al Bradbury.
We serve the meek. Talison Crosby is an organizer of the unorganized. Woo, yes, right. After over a decade of grinding the food in the food and beverage industry, they eventually said enough is enough and started fighting back in a field that has been notoriously hostile to labor struggles. In addition to organizing full-time with Unite Here Local 8, they also bring their musical and songwriting skills to the movement. With theory and practice, megaphone and guitar, they are a tireless cultural warrior in the fight for the liberation of all workers. Please welcome Talison Crosby.
Hi, thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks to the Seattle Labor Chorus and Bob for inviting me. Thanks to Keystone Church for hosting us. And thanks to Rise Up Productions for making this all work. Hey, all you people, listen to me. They meant it when they told you nothing in life is free. I got the bourgeois blues. Ooh, the bourgeois blues. I got the bourgeois blues. I'm gonna spread the news all around. Went to the boss and asked for a raise. He looked me in the eyes and he just laughed in my face. I got the bourgeois blues. Ooh, the bourgeois blues. I have the bourgeois blues. I'm gonna spread the news all around. Home of the brave, land of the free. I don't want to be mistreated by no bourgeoisie. I got the bourgeois blues. Ooh, the bourgeois blues. I got the bourgeois blues. I'm gonna spread the news all around. So gather round, workers, and answer my call. We'll overthrow the bourgeoisie and liberate all. I got the bourgeois blues. I got the bourgeois blues. I'm gonna spread the news all around. Thank you. This song is about space and unions in outer space. In the year 3030, our dreams came true, we made it to the stars. Though we got our hands a little dirty, don't worry about those pesky little wars on Mars. In the year 3030, well, life is just swell working up here in space. Other miners make the union sound mighty purty. The boss says the workers gotta know their place. Cause I'm a space miner, mister, don't you worry about the blisters. Radiation burns don't bother me no more. I'm a space miner, mister, got no brothers and no sisters, but I got good friends at the company store. In the year 3030, I work very hard and I never whine. And though my body's feeling mighty hurty, the company doctor says I'm doing just fine. In the year 3030, I got a good view from my company pod. And when my thoughts start getting kinda dirty, I say my daily prayers to the company God. Cause I'm a space miner, mister, don't you worry about the blisters. Radiation burns don't bother me no more. I'm a space miner, mister, got no brothers and no sisters, but I got good friends at the company store. In the year 3040, I'm dead and gone, my organs are rotting away. Boss put me in a bag and tossed me out the airlock, but isn't it kind he didn't dock my pay? In the year 3040, I'm up in heaven looking down at the workers still remain. They're struggling for the station, and I see the boss's patience running thin. Brings my soul so much pain. In the year 3040, the workers toss the bosses out the airlocks too. Now they're palling around with me up in heaven. We're watching and waiting to see what the workers do. In the year 3050, the workers built a paradise much to the boss's ire. And although we're up in heaven, things are feeling mighty shifty. Never thought that there would be this much fire. I'm a space miner, mister, don't you worry about the blisters. Radiation burns don't bother me no more. I'm a space miner, mister, got no brothers and no sisters, but I got good friends at the company store. I'm a space miner, mister, don't you worry about the blisters. Radiation burns don't bother me no more. I'm a space miner, mister, got no brothers and no sisters, but I got good friends at the company. Even though we're dead and gone and in hell, and they were never very good friends to me anyway, I made those friends at the company store. Thank you. Pardon my voice, by the way. I was on the picket line at Meta on Thursday and lost it just a second. This is my last song. It's a song about being working class. Many years I've been working. I've had fears of losing it all. Poverty, it's a tightrope. If I pause to look down, I know that I'll fall. Yeah. I work hard for my family. I work hard all through the day. Hold on tight to all of these meager material comforts. Destitution is only one bad week away. And this life is one of hardship. And this life is one of pain. And our class is now growing conscious. And we'll soon be free from our chains. 12-hour shifts leave me broken. Anymore, and my mind might just crack. Spend 12 hours taking orders. Burn my hands and throw out my back. Yeah. Got no choice but to keep working. Late night shifts leave my body in pain. Lucky me, I've got booze and smokes and porn and pills. Lucky me, I've got no shame. For this life is one of hardship, and this life is one of pain. And our class is now growing conscious, and we'll soon be free from our chains.
Thank you so much, Talison. I hope we all can sing away the bourgeois blues today. So we have a 4-song set coming up. The first is from the incomparable Linda Allen, a prolific singer, songwriter, historian, and activist for more than 50 years until she passed away last year. Alive and well. Our mistake. Her song urges us to not only hold the line, but write a letter, hold a sign, and speak up.
Well, that's quite an error, isn't it? We do apologize to you and Linda. Reports of her death were greatly exaggerated. My goodness. Well, if people in this country know only one union-related song, that song is probably Union Made. The 2 verses written by Woody Guthrie after a union, the first 2 verses, most famous, written after a union meeting in Oklahoma in 1940. The tune was once called Red Wing, and it was probably a hymn before that. And we sing a 3rd verse, too, written by Cappy Israel. You can find it in Rise Up Singing.
Our next 2 songs come from the South African labor movement, which was instrumental in ending apartheid. These songs have spread through the labor and progressive movements around the world. They are a musical bridge to other singers and groups, as we have found in our travels and encounters with other choruses and cultural workers. The chorus sang the first song, Freedom is Coming, during our debut at the 1997 Folklife Festival.
As for Siyahamba, in the original Zulu, the first verse lyrics translate to, "We are marching in the light of God." It was first sung as a hymn, and it's traveled all over the world. The Seattle Labor Chorus has changed the first verse and added some others for different occasions.
Freedom is coming, freedom is coming, freedom is coming, oh yes I know. Freedom is coming, freedom is coming, freedom is coming, oh yes I know. Freedom is coming, freedom is coming, freedom is coming, oh yes I know. Freedom is freedom, freedom is freedom.
need an introduction because Jim Page is a local treasure. But we have people joining from all over the country, and maybe some of our audience just came to town. So here goes. Jim Page has been writing and performing songs for decades. First in Silicon Valley, before it was Silicon Valley, and then in Seattle. He is a veteran of the Pike Place Market busking scene. Perhaps maybe got busking legalized? Jim has performed in pubs, house concerts, folk clubs, nightclubs with us on concert stages far and near. He has collaborated with local luminaries as Artiste the Spoonman and Oroville Johnson, and even with those legendary creatures, Nashville session musicians. In 2008, Jim was declared one of Seattle's 50 most influential musicians by Seattle Metropolitan Magazine, alongside Ray Charles and Jimi Hendrix. Jim has written great songs on many subjects. He's known particularly for his social commentary. If you don't have at least one of his recordings in your collection, it is incomplete. He will be selling CDs after the show. We are pleased and proud to have him here tonight. Jim Page.
Thank you. I don't think I've ever sung with a mask on before. So this is going to be interesting. Hold on. So I'm going to the movies with wax paper glasses. So I sent in, I was asked what songs I was going to do, and it was like 2 or maybe 3 weeks ago. I have no idea. Ask me 5 minutes before I go on, and I probably won't tell you. But so I made something up, and it was close. But it's not entirely correct. I'm going to do the middle song if you're referring to your phones, and if you're not, thank you. I got into Seattle in 1971. I'm from California, but I took the long way around. I went to New York City and hung out in Greenwich Village, lived here and there. Met some people who were from Seattle. They were moving back home, and I thought, that sounds good to me. So I came. I fell in love with the weather, of all things. Yeah, I did. And the friendliness and spontaneity of the people. That's right. Yeah. Maybe it looked different to me, I don't know. But I loved it. Still do. And I didn't drive, so I took the bus all the time. Buses were 25 cents. Then they went up to 30. Then they went up to 35, and I was irate. But anyway, the song was called Everybody Thanks the Driver. Because, you know, it just kind of seems like everybody does. And if you want to sing along, I mean, come on. It's really an easy chorus. It says, everybody rides the bus. Everybody. That's us. Everybody rides the bus, and everybody thanks the driver. First time I rode the bus, I was hitching a ride. I was just a kid, flat broke. I got on board, sat down and got warm, and across town we rode. Took me just about a block away from exactly where I was trying to get. I said, thanks. He said, see you later, and I still remember it yet. And everybody rides the bus. Everybody, that's us. Everybody rides the bus. And everybody thanks the driver. I used to know exactly how much money I had by just looking in the palm of my hand. 25 pennies right down to the number, just like I had it all planned. And I'd sit up front with the driver, and we'd have ourselves a chat. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. When it's just us two, we'd ride the line like that. And everybody rides the bus. Everybody, that's us. Everybody rides the bus, and everybody thanks the driver. When now Sam was the driver, juggler and a clown, he just loved to make people laugh. He had a heart attack driving on the viaduct with no way to get off of that path. He said, I need a little help at the wheel up here, whatever little help you can give. And all together they pulled it over, saving everybody's life but his. And everybody rides the bus. Everybody, that's us. Everybody rides the bus. And everybody thanks the drivers like the street light just went on. Now my friend Annette, she's singing the blues and she's blowing harmonica too. But it's hard to make a living around here these days in this six-figure hullabaloo. So she drives the bus 5 days out of 7, on the other 2 she grooves. The wheels and the wherewithal. That's just how the world moves. And everybody rides the bus. Everybody, that's us. Everybody rides the bus. And everybody thanks the driver. So if you want my autograph, because you like the way I play the guitar, go ask a bus driver first. 'Cause I'll never get you that far. And everybody rides the bus. Everybody, that's us. Everybody rides the bus, and everybody thanks. Everybody rides the bus. Everybody, that's us. Everybody rides the bus, and everybody thanks the driver. Come on over here, let me see what you got in your hand. Come on, let me see. You could ruin somebody's life with that thing, maybe me. You go walking around feeling like a big shot, 'cause you got one at your waist. Making widows and orphans out of mothers and children all over the place. Get rid of that thing. Hear what I say? Get rid of that thing. Throw it away. Get rid of it. Yes, it built this country, so what? So did real estate tycoons. Smallpox blankets and dime novel cartoons. Guns and drums and more guns everywhere you look. Get rid of that thing. Put it in a history book. Get rid of that thing. Hear what I say? Get rid of that thing. Throw it away. Second Amendment, my ass, you can't even count that far. I got a right to not get shot by Ted Nugent's other guitar. You got something to say, why don't you just open up your mouth? I know you got a brain in there somewhere. So let it out and get rid of that thing. Hear what I say? Get rid of that thing. Throw it away. Get rid of it. So you keep one around the house just in case, and you got it safely put until you put your hand in your pocket all of a sudden and you shoot yourself in the foot. Now, didn't you know that was going to happen? It's not even a matter of if. Wherever there's a jump off, there's bound to be a cliff. Get rid of that thing. Hear what I say? Get rid of that thing, throw it away. Yeah, so the cops got him, Army's got him, cartels got him, bikers got him, your Uncle Ernie's got one, and you got him too. For protection from infection, to overturn the last election, with a would-be insurrection. Now what are you gonna do? Get rid of that thing. Hear what I say? Get rid of that thing. Throw it away, get rid of it. Now outside the VFW Hall in Santa Cruz, California, they built a monument to carnage as a way to try to warn you. And in the base of that monument, there's more than 100 useless guns melted down and mixed in with the concrete. Now that's the way it's done. Get rid of that. Hear what I say? Get rid of that thing. Throw it away. Get rid of it. Thank you. This is a little Seattle history, I guess. A song I call Angela. In this beautiful country in which I'm living, there is a story that you'll find about a woman named Keystone Church. And how they called her Angeline, Angeline, Keystone. She was the eldest daughter of Chief Seattle. She watched the world disappear. She said, you can build your town around me. I'm not going anywhere, Angeline. And it was the fine and expensive wife of Doc Maynard who defined her into something to be owned. When she said, you're much too beautiful for such an ugly name. From now on you will be known as Angela, not Keystone Blue. And they made her illegal. And all of her people and the children threw rocks behind her back. Oh, but Kiki Sobler had some rocks of her own, yes she did. And she threw them back. Angela, Kiki Sobler. Landlord, landlord, look over your shoulder. Careful who you're talking to. Maybe somebody you stole something from. Come to take it back from you, Angeline. Kiki so blue. So many thieves. For all that they have taken, they leave us with a world full of holes. Oh, but we have rocks. We have heroes, and we will not do what we are told. Angeline, keep so blue.
have no words. That was fantastic. Hello, my name is Miriam Anderson, and I am the music director of the Seattle Labor Chorus. Thank you all so much for joining us this afternoon. Your support is crucial to helping us fulfill our mission of using song to support labor and social justice. It's been a crazy few years, and we would not be here without you. I started my tenure with the chorus in the fall of 2019. You know where the story's going already, huh? And in early 2020, was eagerly looking forward to my first sing-along with the chorus that we had planned for that spring. Obviously, that didn't happen, but in 2021, we were able to do a fully virtual event. In 2022, we had a hybrid event. We were able to sing together, but our audience was almost exclusively online. And now here we are in 2023, finally holding a hybrid concert with a live audience. I cannot tell you how much it means to all of us to actually get to see you here and to have your energy in this space with us, right, chorus? Yeah. And we know that there are also many of you on the other side of the camera as well, so hello to all of you on Zoom. One of the silver linings of all of this craziness is that we now are able to reach people in person and far away, which is pretty cool. We are so excited to continue growing, singing, and supporting labor and social justice in Seattle. So thank you for being with us, and we look forward to seeing where we go next year. We have 3 more songs for you. First, Masters of War. So, yeah! Nobel laureate Bob Dylan. Isn't that great to say? Just try it, yeah. Nobel laureate Bob Dylan put his own words to an old Appalachian song collected by Gene Ritchie. Although he has made peace a subject in many of his songs, here he points his lyrical finger at those who promote the useless slaughter for profit. Next, you'll hear Wait and See. A few months back, we had the fun and challenging experience of learning and workshopping this song directly from the composer, our old friend Gene Rowe. This song represents the truth that although history moves too slow for many of us, we are headed in a positive direction. Finally, we end with Singing Through the Hard Times. The Seattle Labor Chorus has had the honor of being Bruce Utah Phillips' backup singer several times. He was an inspiration to us all, and we're thrilled to end this concert with his song. We will continue to sing through the hard times, and we hope that it inspires you to do the same. With music, we can create a better, fairer world. Thank you.
coming out and celebrating the history and future of the labor movement with us tonight. Community support is critical to build worker power and to build a better world.
Now, if you bought items at our auction, thank you. And please remember to pick them up downstairs after we conclude. We also have some items that didn't get a winning bid. We have CDs available. We're selling raffle tickets to own a beautiful Labor King quilt. We do have one important thing left to do, and that is to thank some of the people who were most instrumental in getting this concert put on. And to do that, we have Terry Pollock, who is back in the back, putting out the flowers, who is going to come up and make the announcement. And I don't dare do it because I'll leave out somebody. But,
Dramatic build here, okay?
okay, just keep talking. None of this happens, as you know, without our community and without support from our community. So we do thank you all, and we wouldn't be here without you. So, that's what we do. Okay, Terry Pollock. See, wasn't it worth waiting for?
Hi, I didn't hear what Susan said, so I'm Terry Pollock. I'm one of the co-chairs of our board, or as we call it, the coordinating committee, along with Shanna Matthews. And I'm sure, as you can guess, it took a lot of people to get this concert together and the auction, which did fabulously. So we have some thanks to our fabulous director, Miriam, who did all the picking of the repertoire and guided us along and was, you know, teaching some people on Zoom and leading us, some of us in person, and somehow managed to bring us all together. Also to Sherry. Who's our administrative coordinator, and without whom we wouldn't have all been here today. And also have some thanks to Sue Moser, who led our auction committee and did a fabulous job. And a special shout out to Nancy Eichner. Miriam referenced the sing-along that didn't happen in 2020, and since then, Nancy's been storing all of the auction items in her home. Thank you, Nancy. Where's Bob? Bob. And finally, Shanna Matthews, who, along with her duties as the co-chair, was sort of the project manager and pulled all this together, highly organized. So we thank all these people for everything they did to make this such a successful event, and thank all of you for coming and participating in the auction.
And the chorus will sing one more song.